Hey, Lily with Keller Williams Realty here in Portland, Oregon, and I'm joined again with Bethany Imhoff of Pacific Residential Mortgage. Hey, hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. Ready to talk
Yeah.
about loans and buying houses?
All the fun stuff that we love to obsess over. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so for today, I wanted to ask you, kind of have a discussion on, I've brought up a few times how with the COVID situation and everything, the financial crisis, a lot of people are in this mode of, looking at 2008, they'll be like, okay, I'm going to wait for the market to crash so then I can really get a good deal on a home. And I've already kind of discussed in future and past videos that people can look at on why that's not really going to happen. And I noticed a similar situation when it comes to saving up for a down payment and people thinking they need the 20% or more to buy a home, and then therefore potentially missing out on the current really good interest rates we have. So I just want to discuss that with you and kind of see what your thoughts are on that, and if you can explain to people a little bit more what those scenarios entail.
Yeah, totally. So, yeah, it's kind of a catch-22. We can all appreciate wanting to save more money and having a bigger down payment, but like you said, the interest rates are so good, historically low. So that's really helping a lot of people, especially first-time homeowners, get into a home that even a couple months ago may have seemed out of reach for them, just because lower rate means lower monthly payment. So that's something we're seeing a lot of people wanting to take advantage of. And, really it's just a conversation, a reach out, to me and say, okay, what does it look like today? If I were to save X amount for a down payment, how does that affect things? Knowing that, as time passes, we don't know what rates are going to do. So like I said, a catch-22.
For sure. And I'll say on my side of things too, where I always mention to people that we are still in a market, as I was kind of alluding to before, we're in a market where home prices are, unfortunately for the buyer side, prices are still on the rise. And we are seeing a ton of new buyers on the market because, with the current situation, people are stuck at home and they're questioning their home situation. So we do have a market where home prices are rising. So your buying power is extremely important. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that you see a lot of first-time home buyers. The thing is, maybe it's not going to be the dream home or the forever home right out of the gate.
Mhm.
But the point is to get into a home that you can afford every month, that you can get in and build some equity. And then maybe down the line, you're the seller and you get to buy that second home, dream home, forever home, whatever it may be.
Sure. I had a few conversations with people actually this weekend about that. I currently live in a townhome, as you know, and that was a situation where I'm finding a lot of people having this pressure right now of wanting to buy a house, but there being that competitive nature in the market to even get a first-time starter home, as you're saying. So yeah, that's another thing I've been telling people too is an option for them. They should talk to you about what an HOA fee and all of that would have to do with their mortgage payments, and we can do a future video on that as well, maybe. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's
absolutely.
another option to get yourself into the market, maybe buying a condo or townhome where you can maybe still have a little yard situation or whatnot, but get yourself in the market now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so we always have a lot of tools where we can show, forecast future appreciation. And of course, no one knows exactly what's going to happen, but there's a lot of data out there, historical data that we can rely on in predicting future trends.
No, that's awesome. Yeah. And yeah, thank you for being here again today. And as I mentioned in the past, feel free to let us know if you have any other future questions. We're always here. I'll put both of our contact info below if people have any specific questions for us they want to chat about. And yeah, it was great talking with you again.
Ah, you too.
Awesome.